Coming at you live from the 850 and the 448. This is Hypersanedy.
Yeah.
Anyway, to be honest, because I remember it. I don't know, we don't really film it, the episode. I definitely remember that, so.
And just to re-record something you aren't feeling would just...
Yeah. Or no, I'm saying like the original, the one that got lost.
That one?
Yeah, it wasn't that good, I don't think, if I remember it. But it happens, so. Are we still on?
We are now.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez. All right. Yeah, so.
Yeah, goop.
There's
Nice.
So there's that aspect. There's a negative aspect to anything, though. Like we were talking about before, there's that side of holistic medicine that a lot of people go towards, where they immediately are like, it's a bunch of people that are believing in pseudoscience and like are eating berries and crap to fall asleep, and it's like, well, you actually have to do the research yourself and like know that the reason why they probably haven't gotten a lot of attention is because it's not profitable to give natural remedies attention.
Right.
Not to say that there aren't like negatives to holistic medicine, obviously, but
Yeah.
Alec, what are your thoughts? Well, Vic, what are your thoughts? What are you more like leaning towards, or are you still sort of in the middle?
I'm so like in a gray area just
Gotcha.
because holistic medicine has benefited me, but I don't think, because I don't know how to talk about like Western medicine. Are we talking about like healthcare as a whole, or just like medications or therapies or remedies?
Let's just say as a whole.
As a whole, well, I wouldn't be alive without Western medicine. So there is that. But where Western medicine has failed me, holistic medicine has helped me. So for me, I don't think that I could pick a side.
Okay.
I really don't, because if you're talking about healthcare as a whole, like if you have to get a life-changing surgery, like you can't live without it, and all of the therapies that come with it, you know,
Yeah.
obviously you can't really do anything else
Right.
other than that. Like for me, I had to get surgery when I was 14. I was in the hospital for about like a month, I think. And if I hadn't gotten my surgeries, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would, but my quality of life would probably be very different than what it is today. Like, I live a normal life pretty much because of it. So I can't really pick a side, because where Western medicine like has kind of peeved me a little bit, I turned to holistic methods. And my roommate, actually, shout out to Celia, hey, her mother is very, and herself, they're both, they haven't really been more towards Western medicine, and they have like holistic remedies that actually have helped me a lot. So I do, since we live together, like both of our worlds kind of like, they don't mash together. We work pretty cohesively because I'm doing healthcare, and then, you know, for her, that's a big part of her life. So I don't know, I can't really pick one. I like both of them.
That's fair. Yeah, I think I'm sort of the same way, to be honest, because, like, I take a pill that's, you know, basically chemicals, but it keeps me sane throughout the day, basically. Not like that, but, yeah, it's just a beta blocker, so
Right.
just keeps, for the time being, hopefully I don't need it forever, but for right now, it keeps my heart in regular rhythm, so.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. But other than that, I mean, yeah, just try and stick to just vitamins or, you know, something that's naturally occurring at least.
Yeah, it's
So.
like, why not? Why not give it a try?
Right, and that's
Sorry.
what I'm sort of
Yeah.
like trying to. give a try to something else or something new rather
It's
than
like,
just
why don't you just take like cold medicine? It's like, well, why not this?
exactly
Well, have you tried it?
right.
Give it a shot.
Yeah.
It might take me longer, like a little longer to recover, but if it gets the job done, then is that not successful? I mean,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. We'll see.
Are you gonna keep taking your shots?
Shots?
The shot of
Oh,
the thing that you made.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some tonight. It is powerful.
Is it the garlic?
Yeah, it was like this. What the lady called it was a flu bomb, and it was like flu or cold bomb, and it was like garlic. You got the cayenne pepper, however you say it. I don't know. And then like some what's that one thing? Oh my god.
Is it a spice?
Yes. It's garlic. Ginger. Like a little bit of ginger, and then some lemon juice, or juice from a lemon. And then, what else? Oh my lord. I think that might be
Oh, it was only like 4. Or was it a lot more ingredients?
Oh, some honey, like raw honey. Raw.
Ginger and honey are like pretty much staples of
Getting better.
Like, put some ginger and honey in your tea. Like ginger, honey, and lemon.
Or
They always tend to go
natural-
hand in hand with that kind of stuff. It does help.
Yeah.
Especially when you're nauseous, because when you're nauseous, there's like nothing that can make that. Oh, well, there are things that could probably make it better, but it's just one of those feelings where it's kind of, I feel like it's worse than a headache. Personally. But, have some ginger tea with some honey and lemon, and
You're good.
Yeah.
You're chilling. I feel it. So yeah. I mean, all that
For sure.
to one, and it destroyed my taste buds and everything. I was like, good lord. Good lord.
Did the taste just stay in your mouth for a while?
It did. And then it was just, like, it was so sharp. It was so sharp. Like, just drinking it, so. But you love to see it, so. You love to see it. Okay. Yeah. See it.
So, yeah. We may have had an error.
Oh, no. No. You're lying.
It's my
Yeah, so I just scrolled back over.
Oh, my God.
It's me, I'm cursed.
There must be some kind of curse. I guess it has to happen every so often, because what was it? It happened at like... Wasn't that like episode 5 or so?
Palindrome?
Yeah, maybe they just wanted to frick us.
Or it's just my energy
No.
the day that
There's no way, because that was great.
Wait, so you... everything before that is gone?
Yeah. Before I said, like, yeah, we're recording again, it's now not there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so this is recording a podcast on the real side where everything fucking deletes. At least we have the past however long. This is like 10 minutes.
Oh, my God.
So we're missing about the first 30.
Oh, my God.
Let's just rejoice
But yeah, so let's just welcome everyone back. This is volume 15. We've gone on without saying that for a while now, if you're hearing this. So Kamari has died.
I'm disgusted.
I'm still in high spirits.
I'm not going to throw my laptop because we're still recording.
You know, we're going to be positive. We're going to stay positive
And
at all times. Wow.
Yeah.
So we have to pretty much run this back. Or...
we could keep moving through and then go back, maybe, to have some time away from it.
No one's going to know about goop.
Oh, no, they will. We
Oh,
definitely
okay.
will go back
We're
to
going to
that.
touch on that.
But,
where did we go
okay,
wrong?
I don't know.
What did we even say?
I didn't do anything, man. I didn't do it. It just, okay, so the audio waves like went away in the thing, and so I stopped it, and then it was there, and so I was like, okay, let me move it past it, and we'll start re-recording again. Started re-recording, it was doing whatever, wasn't paying attention to it, but now that I've just come back, because it scrolls itself ahead with the audio, I scroll back and it's fucking gone.
I saw you scroll, and then I saw you go like...
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
So
Positivity.
We're gonna take a second to regroup, and I'm gonna pause this and then start re-recording just to be sure that everything is fine.
Are you sure you want to do that? Because the same
I
thing
do,
might happen.
because this is definitely here because it hasn't gone away at all. So
You sure?
we're recording. We just recorded that. So I'm gonna stop.
Okay, well.
All right. Yeah. So but we just discussed momentarily that. Last time was quite unfortunate that this happened, and it happened again. But the show must go on.
Mm-hmm.
The show must go on. So,
Hello, everybody.
yeah.
Welcome to
Again,
Hypersanity.
This is still volume 15.
Volume 15. It's a.
Continuing.
I mean, we're gonna use what we just did, so we're.
Oh my. How
So
is
it'll be an awkward one. It'll be fine.
Should we start from the topic in, or
We could. I can just state my little fact. Today's.
let's save that for the
Okay. Yeah, we'll save it for the end. Let me uncheck it here.
Should we introduce our guests?
Yes.
Yes.
We should.
We should.
So we have our guest, Vic.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like your
Lord
full
have
name
mercy.
out there?
No, thank you.
Okay.
This is
Vic.
It's
Wow.
just Vic.
it's Vic.
It's Vic.
You're a local idiot. You're dumb.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
All
But
right.
wow, let's just elephant in the room. Yeah, we freaked ourselves. And,
As we were just saying.
yeah, we had this. We had
Well, we didn't do it. The
logic.
technology did.
Yeah,
And
but-
it's funny because earlier we were just talking about AI. I think it screwed us. I think
I
it was
think that
like.
was it. It was definitely that.
yeah.
It was like, yeah, buddy, you gonna make fun of me?
We were
gonna make fun of me?
He's
we were
flashing
literally
two middle
talking
fingers.
about AI taking over or becoming
The fact that it would
sentient.
still have human.
That's one of the
quality.
The
topics.
So there
AI
you
is
go.
just listening in,
Freaked out.
like, huh, really? Yeah, delete.
Oh yeah, really? Just send a signal.
So yeah, technology has
Right to the black hole.
technology has
Yeah. So
been iffy today. Probably because we dissed it a lot earlier.
I guess we can't talk about it.
No.
We love you, technology and bots. We do. We love you, right? Doesn't that sound very convincing? Because we do.
Do you
We'll
guys
just
bring
talk
bot
about it
like-
the whole time.
do you guys put tape over your cameras on your laptops?
I have like a little.
Like a
I
little piece
did,
of
and then I
paper?
was like, it's fine.
You don't get freaked out that someone's watching you?
If the little light comes on, yeah.
Has the light ever come on when
No.
you're not? Okay. Can you imagine?
Yeah, I'm just there in the middle of the night, the light's on over there. Just like, no, it's just a solid green light that comes on. So,
Oh no.
There are
Yeah.
conspiracies out there, though. Have you guys? Okay, do you guys know Shane Dawson?
Heard of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well he comes out with
YouTuber?
these.
Yeah.
Comes out with these pretty good conspiracy videos, and one of them is that our phones are listening to us. So
they are.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh no, they are. I know that they are. Do you remember what was the place? They're not even in Florida. The one food place that I think it was one of our coworkers was talking about. Dang, I can't remember
what kind
it
of
was.
food was it.
It was almost like Zaxby's,
What
but it
was
was
the
something
problem?
different. It came up as an ad, and I've never seen that before, but it was mentioned at the work function earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
we had a full
that-
conversation. The name was mentioned multiple times. The next day, Instagram ad.
That's
it was
what
in the
happens
stories.
to me. Like I don't even search up weird, like on Instagram, it's just all for like memes and laughs. Like I don't look up anything school related.
No, but you look it up on your phone.
Yeah, and then on Instagram I get ads for like...
Are you an engineering student?
Things
are you,
that you
are you a nursing student?
That's how it goes.
Ooh, or taking a picture. So in the conspiracy, they took a picture, and if you hit live, it records the few moments before you actually hit the picture.
Right.
There's that, but it's kind of off topic, but another conspiracy, since you were talking about food, was the whole Chuck E. Cheese pizza thing.
Oh,
do you guys know about that?
I heard about that. Wait, I believe I heard about that. I think
it's crazy.
Like they recycle their pizza. Yeah,
it's pretty convincing. It's
dang, we should have had video.
I know.
Holy crap, that was golden right there. Yeah, they recycle their pizza or something.
I've never
who told
heard
me
that.
about that.
I'm
Wait
glad
a
I haven't been there in like 1,000 years.
Who the
but
freak told me about that? Now I'm trying to remember.
it's pretty. They went and tested it themselves.
like they would have pizza there that was good, and they
you
would just
see the pizza, and it's not even a perfect circle. The slices, the lines in the slices don't add up. And they went in person to go buy one, and the lines didn't match.
They just give you random slices combined into one. Recycled.
And then Chuck E. Cheese was like, it's probably because we use fresh ingredients.
What?
I know, it's like fresh
who the
ingredients
hell's
don't give
spinning
you
their
like
dough,
a crooked
making this
circle.
oblong shit, like
Yeah.
some kind of amoeba shape.
Right.
Like, yeah, who
Fresh
wanted a pizza like
ingredients.
that? Fresh ingredients. We don't give a shit how it looks.
Yeah, fresh
I
from
mean,
the
maybe if that was the
recycling.
case, but
Disgusting, right?
oh god,
Recycled pizza out there to
I
the children.
I mean, Chuck E. Cheese
wish
is
I never
kind
knew
of,
that.
you know how those gross me out. The tubes that the children
Oh,
play in.
They always smelled like shit. Tell me they didn't.
They did.
And it was either kids'
But you
feet
ignored
or
as
they
a
legit
kid.
shit in there.
You just keep going. No, I swear to God, I think it was my little sister, Lily. I think it was her who told me this, that she actually saw like a little kid when she was little playing in one of those tubes and actually like pulled his pants down
Oh,
and
no.
started
No, sir.
shitting in
No,
the
sir.
tubes.
I bet.
Chuck
You
E.
throwing
Cheese.
him right out the tubes. No. No, and him and his
Too bad he came out of the tube in the first place. Anyways, yeah.
yeah, recycled pizza out here. To
If
the
you
children.
actually look it up and see the pictures, it's like how do you not?
I want to. If you're listening to this and you told me about it, let me know because I heard this from somebody and I cannot.
Was it
remember.
recently?
Yeah, it was like
a few. I want to say a few.
Yeah.
Is that when the
months.
conspiracy like came up, or has it been a thing for
I don't
a while?
know if it's been that for a while. I just know that his video about it, since his conspiracy theory videos were like so popular that more people ended up talking about it after his video came out. But I don't actually know if it was a thing before then.
Dang. Well, I hope they're shut down before, or if I ever do have kids, because they did not go there, even as much as they ask. So it'd just be better if they couldn't even ask.
I just don't have
And
to.
I don't have to worry about it.
I don't know. Even like the animatronics.
go to Chuck E. Cheese.
Are pretty creepy.
The mouse is
Like,
terrifying.
Yeah.
yeah, like Chucky himself. His name is Chucky. Like, good lord.
Mr. Cheese.
Yeah. Maybe if they didn't make that movie, he wouldn't be as
They made
scary.
a
The movie.
Yeah, Chucky. You know the
Oh
dog.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
I was
like
like,
the
they
Chuck
made a
E.
movie
Cheese
about the
movie.
Chuck E. Cheese
Yeah.
mouse.
That would definitely make it worse, but yeah. No, it was a love story.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Have y'all heard of the game Five Nights at Freddy's? Have y'all heard of that?
I've
game?
heard of it.
Yeah, it's like pretty much this is sort of horror game where like you're trapped in this Chuck E. Cheese type place and the animatronics they're coming to hunt you. And like you're like a security guard and you have to stay the night.
Oh no.
Yeah, like you have to stay a certain amount of time, work your shift, and then like you have to just check on them, make sure they're good and yeah.
Is it the
Yeah, I
one
wouldn't
with
play
like
that.
those creepy animated bear looking things?
Yeah, they had the
Okay.
bear and then they had the bunny and they had the yeah.
New bloop.
It was a good game, but I feel like that would destroy every,
It's just so easy
Place
to
like
make
that.
childhood things creepy.
ruined. Yeah,
I don't know why.
because they probably are. They really are, low key.
Little kids freak me out.
Really?
They aren't afraid to tell you what they're thinking, and that's terrifying.
Is it though?
Probably not for everyone, but it's kind of, they freak me out because you can talk to them, or they might just look at you and not respond, and they'll be perfectly okay with that. Just like staring at you in this awkward silence, and it's...
You're not wrong. I've definitely encountered that before.
Or they tell you something, it's like, your hair is ugly, and they literally won't care. And you can't say anything, it's a 5-year-old kid. They're just brutally honest. I don't know where that, well...
Maybe we just gotta start being honest back.
Yeah. Or
That would go
keep that
Like, well,
trait.
your hair ain't looking too hot either.
Little squirt, whatever they call it.
Yeah. All of the most condescending, like, simple phrase. Like, yeah, pal.
Bud.
Yeah. I'm not your buddy.
Little brat. I don't know. It's weird out there. It is weird.
Yeah.
But any topics? Do y'all have any other topics before we get too creeped out? And
I don't know if they know that today is a palindrome.
oh my god.
All right, let's just get it out of the way.
Let's
Yep,
do
today is a palindrome. Well, not today when you're listening, because it would be Monday, but it is Sunday, and it's 02/02/2020, February 2nd, 2020. So if that backwards is... Yeah, obviously. And if you're overseas listening to this, which is unlikely, but if you are, then it'd be 2020-02/02, and it's the same deal.
It's wild.
I think it's hilarious because Alex already been through this, and he's just like, he was excited the first time, and now he's just like,
I'm
oh
trying
my
to be
God.
excited.
It's the classic Alex sigh that we all know from...
Oh god.
I sighed in my head before because I was just too shocked.
Just like the shoulder shrug, the... Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic.
You love to see it. You love to see it.
But yeah, it's the 33rd day of the year, and there are 333 left. Because it's leap year. Yeah, there's 366 days. Also, if you did not know, years are actually 365.25 days, and that is why we have a leap year, because every fourth year we just add a whole day instead of, obviously, I don't know how the hell we would
0.25.
simulate a quarter of a day. But yeah, the years are actually 365.25. I wonder if they've ever measured it to, like, more
Oh
decimals.
my god. That would just be...
Like, are we just slowly over time moving off cycle? It's possible.
It's possible.
I doubt 0.25 is actually that accurate. If it's something scientific, there's definitely some rounding done.
Oh yeah, for
So.
sure. But
Yeah, that's enough of that.
That brought, but see, okay, but everything got deleted, so that led into a discussion of Groundhog Day.
There was Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day, yep. It's been
We
around
went
since
to-
1880 something. Don't remember exactly.
We had it. Oh man.
And it's pretty
The
clear.
groundhog, we confirmed the groundhog is the same one that they used in 1887.
This 300-year-old groundhog
Fact.
just chilling.
Yeah, he is. He hates being there. He hates being held up by that old
old
guy.
man.
Yeah,
He's on the holistic lifestyle.
yeah. That old guy's not. He can smell it, and he's like, "Get me the hell away from this dude."
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see it in his face. Just look up a picture.
And his beady
But
little eyes.
yeah, it's supposed to be spring now, so say goodbye to winter. Especially if you're in Florida. So
Winter
get ready to.
barely happened.
Yeah,
We
it
had,
really
what,
did.
2 days of like 40 degrees and...
Even today got hotter than I was hoping. Like, it was pretty warm in the afternoon in the sun. But
You just never know what to wear here in this town.
you can't. You can never wear the same thing like the whole day.
No.
Nope.
You wear a jacket in the morning and then you're just sweating by the mid-afternoon. It's great.
And I went to do some work at the college today, and I swear they had the heat on.
Oh yeah,
Because
blasting.
it was roasting on the
Yeah.
third floor.
They blast the AC
Why?
at my school, like in my
Really?
college. That's
Yeah.
because it's like off of the main campus, so sometimes main campus forgets that we exist.
Same with us.
They just blast the
Probably.
AC.
Yeah, they don't blast the AC enough in there, honestly. I'd rather, you can't, I mean,
And then
Can't
when it's
walk in there without
cold,
a shirt
sometimes,
on, so.
yeah. But then sometimes when it's cold, it's like, oh, full fan, cool. Like I've been in there. Where
I'd
it's
be
like
fine
cold.
with that. You can just keep adding layers. I'd rather bring more layers than just be sweating my ass off with a t-shirt.
For sure.
I basically was. Like the sun was coming in the atrium, and then, I'm just sitting there. Took my hoodie off instantly, and then from there it just kept getting hotter. Yeah, can't go any further. So
we used to argue about the fan. Not like seriously argue, but.
Well, I would leave it on every night, so
that
he
would leave it on.
It would actually get freezing in there.
At
work.
Your
job.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like I would get so cold, and then Alec goes and turns on the fan, and I'm like, God, I'm freezing.
Just because I've been moving around, they got me doing hard labor there.
Yeah,
they really do. I'm not going to put anyone's, any company names or anything out there, but. Yeah, basically doing hard labor for like minimum wage. It's fucking bullshit. We got a 16-cent cost of living raise. Woohoo!
I'm living
From
so well.
8-something to 8.62. Fuck yeah. I'm living the high life now, motherfuckers.
16 cents more.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I like how
I'm ready for that 5 cent more, maybe in a year.
Like cost of living raises are presented as like such a good
It'd be better if you just didn't say shit.
15
They're like,
cents.
hey, because we love you, we're giving you 16 cents. I'd be like, sure, great, wonderful. But cost of living, what's that gonna do? I got less taxes now, I guess. I mean,
I still can't get all my groceries with an extra 16 cents, but I appreciate the gesture.
Jeez.
I think you more than anyone in our department does more of the hard labor stuff, especially when it comes to the end of the year activity.
I'd honestly be okay with it if for those hours I actually got paid more, but otherwise.
Honestly, I agree. Yeah, I feel like if jobs in general it's really, really hard, especially as a college student, to I feel like sometimes be I don't want to say respected, but I feel like sometimes retail jobs or part-time jobs don't take young workers seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Right, because they know there's a limited lifespan.
Yeah, there is that.
But then again,
they also know
I haven't been there for that short of amount of time.
You know, because
and that's what sucks. That's what adds on to this whole negative work environment, is seeing everyone as replaceable and not appreciating your employees that you have. And it's like, you know what? If you're unhappy, then quit. We'll just get another person. And it's that kind of it's such a toxic workplace mentality.
It is.
It sucks. And then no one gets raises because it's like, if you're not happy with the pay, then you can just leave.
Corporate's just like, hey, money on my mind on my money.
That's true.
People? Oh.
What are those?
Yeah.
Not only no bots.
Peasants. Yeah.
Robots. So, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, it's only temporary.
That's true.
Get to say goodbye this year. To the job, thankfully. To the people, not so much, but...
Hopefully not. You don't abandon all. Stop responding.
Yeah, I'm never coming back.
Yes.
But
you're wearing a friendship bracelet. You can't take back a friendship bracelet.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's
a rule.
That's true.
You can't wear it and then not be a part of it.
And I have worn it since I've gotten it, besides switching arms.
Oh my god. We did left gang and right gang for our friendship bracelets at work. I'm not wearing it right now, so don't call me it. But we were both left gang, and then Alex switched to right gang.
Because I started wearing a watch.
I still wear my watch with mine.
What's the difference between left and right?
Nothing. It's just
Pride.
division. It's one of those workplace things, you know. You get those weird little quirky.
Yeah.
We're so quirky.
We're on the left. No, we're on the right. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm still left gang.
Is there a better
left
gang?
gang?
Oh, no hesitation. None. What are you doing?
I mean, my roots are in left gang, so.
They are.
Right.
This friendship bracelet conversation has gotten too deep.
Yeah, that's too much. Because you don't even have a say in it.
So, yeah.
If we want to talk about that.
I have to go out and bust a
A
cat.
segue to gang violence.
You're left or you're right.
Oh, now it could
You're
get.
either
It
right
could
or
also
you're
get
wrong.
political. No, we don't.
No.
We're not.
We're trying.
I mean, anything can be political.
Honestly,
I mean,
that's
shit.
the exhausting part. So everything can be.
Yeah. It is annoying.
I could go.
Only if it gets brought up.
I go the whole spiel about politics, but I'm not going to. So
Yeah.
but not even in like I'm a very political person, but just like on a philosophical type of like, what does it really mean? You know,
Nothing.
Nothing
right?
really.
But we'll let the politicians and
Do their thing.
let them believe. Anyways,
Yeah. What do we want to bring up since we've been frazzled by logic?
bamboozle.
Yeah, just
Let's
straight
jump to the other topic. Do you have another one?
Do we want to do the internal monologue?
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, that one was
Okay.
interesting.
So I had read someone who, I mean, I don't know who this person is, but I had seen it. Someone posted a pretty significant amount about this, and they just had the thought, or I think they had come across someone who did something, and it made them think about how, a lot of people can sort of internalize their thoughts as if they're thinking out loud. So, I mean, if you're alone, it's normal to just talk to yourself, unless you're not, well, supposedly that's correlated with intelligence, but I'm sure that most people talk out loud to themselves. But supposedly, not everyone can talk to themselves in their head. So, like, have a full conversation with it, like, oh, I need to do this, and I'm about to do this, and whatnot. I mean, it could be anything, or it could be, thinking to yourself a response to someone else, like you were doing earlier, without even saying it, but you've said it in your head, and you're hearing words that are not verbal at all.
I'm hearing stuff right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it
so
over.
we're all three on the same page, but
That's
to anyone listening, if I'm curious to know if
You got that little
you
voice in your
can't,
head?
yeah, do you have a voice in your head, or do you have to think of words? Do you have to say them out loud?
I can't imagine not narrating my day in my own head.
Yeah, right?
Especially
Think
when
of
it
all
comes
the thoughts
to
that you
work
have.
and you want to talk to yourself about your frustrations or how am I going to do this before you actually do it. I can't imagine not.
Right, imagine having to say that all and then say it again.
Yes, people would.
Like say it for practice and then say it for real, but the practice is
It's the
real.
real, so you're just saying
it's
it.
real.
It's high
Real
stakes
squared.
talking.
Yeah, it's reality squared, basically. But
That's weird. Like, you don't...
it's hard to think about.
I guess it makes
I'm
sense.
internalizing the voice in my head, thinking about it now. But
I guess for those people that get a lot of, especially celebrities that may get a lot of criticism for it's like, why did you say that? Or people who you're like, hey, why don't you think before you speak? But now,
right,
with
it
this,
may be that they can't.
maybe they can't think before they speak.
Yeah, and I wonder if it.
Do you want to think before you speak?
Sometimes.
Sometimes, unless it's something, it's one of those things where you're like, I need to say this, and if I overthink, because you can definitely overthink about something that you might need to say, but then that stops you from saying it.
Right.
I wonder if
And
there's a
never gets-
correlation there, like overthinking and being able to internalize the monologue, or people that don't have an issue of overthinking things.
They're just
Maybe
totally
they're
like-
the ones that they literally can't because they don't.
Yeah. I mean, I overthink almost everything, so my internal monologue is really, really busy all the time.
Yeah. If someone jumped in, it'd be like, oh hell no, right out.
Get me out of here.
See, but it's like, I don't know. That's really strange. But at the same time, I don't really see it as being strange because they say like when you're in your head or like when you're in your thoughts, you're not in the present moment, and you're just sort of not in tune with what's going on.
Like
actually.
outside in action.
Yeah.
Right.
Because you might
But that
be,
doesn't
like,
mean that
you're
your
present with
thoughts are
yourself.
monologue.
But
Now, I think this mostly goes with like a voice. I don't know if it, because it specifically says like internal monologue. So you could have thoughts about like things and
so those thoughts are in the present, is what you're trying to say.
yeah, so you could have thoughts, but
I hope
there
so.
is no voice in your thoughts.
I
See what
see
I'm
that's
saying?
what's hard to
Okay.
picture is that when I
It is.
think about things, I hear myself, like my own voice talking about it.
Right.
I wonder
Like the
if there's
voice
people
is
who
thinking
hear
about them.
voices that aren't their own. Not like mentally, like that type, but like it's not. It's like their thoughts, but maybe it's not in their tone. Because like right now, my speaking voice is what I hear, like when you have an internal monologue. But I wonder if for some people it's not like
Is
that.
that not a
That's what
disorder?
I'm saying. It might be, but I feel like
schizophrenia?
that's a little bit different.
Okay.
That's a little bit different, but I'm thinking maybe it's just not.
Maybe just the
your own-
tone
Yeah, like the tone
is different.
but not
It's
on
possible.
like the extreme. This is a mental health problem type of thing.
Right.
Okay, but who's to say, let's say theoretically, if you can't hear yourself, could you see something in your thoughts? Like, could you, like, let's take it to all the five senses,
All right.
you know?
I'm sure that you could still
Picture
see.
something?
Yeah. I don't see
So
why
you think
not.
There's people out there who can't. And it,
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you're picturing. Maybe some people can't picture things that are created in the moment. Maybe they have to reference things that they have encountered in the past. So, like, if they're trying to picture something new, they have a really hard time doing it. I mean, even I do sometimes, honestly. Like, if it's something I haven't seen before physically,
right.
sure, it's hard to picture it, but yeah, I mean, there may be people that can't even.
Like blind in their mind.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Blind mind.
Hits the blunt.
What? Does this mean people can have a blind mind? Whoa.
The nickname for that is not like if you were to call it something else, like nickname it Blind Mind BM. It just doesn't really work out.
Bowel movement.
No, blind mind. Blind mind. Someone will just confuse it for bowel movement.
Probably.
It just takes away the whole
Yeah.
meaning. Which
You can do
reminds
it backwards,
me of,
mind blind.
Could indeed.
it just
Are you
reminds
having a
me
mind
of
blind?
Goop.
Oh no, that sounds corny. No. No, the way you just said it, yeah, no, it has to be blind mind.
Let's bring it out, people. Start saying, are you having a mind blind?
No.
If you can't
Don't
think
do
about it,
Don't do
let's
it.
make it a thing. Let's start a fad just to make Kamari upset.
No. You're getting
Isn't that
added.
already called something? Like a brain fart?
Yeah, I guess.
Think so?
Yeah, brain fart. But I feel like that is if you're already thinking about something. It doesn't necessarily
and
have to
then
be a picture.
You forget what you're thinking.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was
Starting to
like.
recall.
Right, you're like in the middle of a thought and then
That thought's just like, yeah, I'm gonna head out.
yeah, basically.
You do that the best. When
What?
that SpongeBob meme came out,
All right.
you do it so well. I remember, like, I would constantly ask you to do that.
Yep, I even did it when I left.
Oh, I was kind of new
You
one though.
did.
Transcend. All right,
All right.
I'm a transcend.
I'm a transcend. Have you seen that?
No.
Oh,
What?
dang. All right, we
That's the
gotta
best
pull it
one.
out.
How come
It
we
really
haven't
is the
heard about
best
this?
one. I'm just gonna send it one time. You'll be the only one to know about it, but
To the
yeah,
group
I'll just
chat.
send it at one point.
Everyone's gonna
when
be
something
confused.
crazy comes up. I'll just be like, yeah, all right, I'm a transcend.
Probably lose it.
Everyone's gonna be really concerned.
You gonna trans what?
You're gonna be like, what's he doing?
He's mind blind, people. Come on, help him. He's transcending.
Oh my god.
Just,
How come I've never seen that before?
I don't even know how I came across it, but it's been probably the best discovery of a century. Like there are a couple, honestly, that I've come across. There's one. The one. The Nope GIF.
Which one?
That I sent? Here is this one. I'm just gonna send it to you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That one is wild. It goes back a whole
It's
journey.
so long, yeah.
You sent this to us once.
I did. That's when I had found it. I was like, oh my god, this is great. Just erases himself from existence.
This meme.
Yeah, it basically is a meme.
Any fresh memes, you guys? Any new ones?
I don't know. I haven't really been on.
We're pretty much
media like
me,
that.
you, and another one of our friends. Pretty much are on the level of make our own
Make your own
with
memes.
pictures that we have.
Yeah.
It's like send a picture and then just send a text with a caption after.
Just spam it. Just all different types of.
Yeah, if it starts, it goes on for a bit.
Yeah.
See, my kind of humor is just... My friends and I, our humor, it sounds idiotic, but it's mostly, like, sound-based. It's basically just us. We have these weird, like, different like, when you're hanging out with your friends and get into these weird characters, these weird voices, that's pretty much our humor. Like, we have the old man voice, like, the country person voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much our humor, and it seems so juvenile, and it's that level where we can just, like, if no one can really know other than our own friend group, if we were to give that humor to someone else, it probably wouldn't be well received. They'd be like, what the hell?
What's wrong with you?
Pretty much. But I feel like that's how you know that you have good friends, is when you can get really, really weird, and you can only get weird with them.
Yeah, that's true. That's like the oof. The oof. He does the oof the best.
Oh yeah. We got a
Told me
couple.
about the...
I think I was like, you sent it to her, and then you were like,
Oh, I did.
You
yeah,
sent
you
it.
overdubbed the video.
Yeah,
You
well,
sent me audio, I think.
That's me. Yeah.
That was you?
That was
Yeah.
me.
You're the...
It was the Childish Gambino song. And it was just when he was like, when he turned around and did the machine gun, like, woo.
Oh my God.
That one was epic. It was so perfect with it. I don't even know where that video is, but I know I still have it
You sent it.
somewhere.
I'm pretty sure if I looked it up, I could find the oof.
Yeah.
That would be incredible if we can play that.
I couldn't even do it right now. I couldn't even do it if I wanted to try.
Have to hear it, honestly. Like, you can do it, but it's only when we play that video.
We got a couple like that. We have a couple of just weird sounds.
Is that
Oh my God! We make a noise just like that!
It's based off the Grinch
Grinch?
thing. Yeah.
We have one that's really similar. It's basically if a human could bark at you.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. I think you should have those weird, quirky things to. I mean, because nobody's normal.
Because how are you gonna know who your real friends are? It's the ones that you can, like, actually
Be
show your
yourself.
actual humor no matter how stupid or juvenile it is.
Yeah.
If it's funny to you and it's funny to them, then
Who cares?
who cares? It's
Yeah.
funny.
For sure.
Speaking of the Grinch. Okay, Jim Carrey. Was it Jim Carrey who played the Grinch? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Have you seen his art?
I have, yeah.
It's pretty good.
I haven't.
It's
His-
very abstract.
His art is...
But-
It's kind of amazing, in my opinion.
He's like a painter or something.
He
Yeah.
does art. He really changed as a person. Because right now he's mostly just...
Because he's not Jim Carrey, remember?
Of course.
That's just his,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, we've talked about this before. I brought it up.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
That was like 2 episodes ago or something like that.
Was it? Yeah, it might have been.
Or real recent.
Yeah. I feel like there have been a bunch of
It's
times where I
really-
brought it up.
Like, this is a really cool one.
This one right here is just hilarious to me. Is that Robin Williams?
Yeah, he does a lot of
It's not funny
Trump.
anymore. It's not funny. It's not funny. But no, that's pretty good though.
Oh, for some reason, see, like, stuff like that, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Good lord.
It's
I was gonna make a
pretty
joke
good.
just now, but can't do it.
Stop
You might
doing
as
it.
well.
Go for it.
No, I
Go
can't.
for it.
Nope, can't. Can't do it. Can't do it. You would be upset.
I would be upset?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, he's
What?
got Robin Williams. When's he gonna do Kobe? I'm sorry.
My god.
My God.
That's too
Yeah.
soon. That was too soon.
Was it?
That was too soon.
It's been
All
like,
right, well, that's on me then.
it's been a week.
Right.
Maybe he will though.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see his rendition, honestly.
He has a pretty unique art style, I'd
For
say.
sure.
I know in the future, in maybe like 50 years or something, they're gonna be, or even longer, they might be priceless by then.
Oh yeah.
You know, once someone has passed, it's crazy how their art just becomes so much more treasured.
Mm-hmm.
Because they've lost the person, and all they have of the person is
Is that?
their art. That's why it
Physical.
becomes so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
like, this is that person, like what they physically have on Earth now. It's
Mhm.
priceless.
It is. It's very true.
We can talk about Goop again.
Should we? Let's hold those
Thank you.
topics for
Okay.
a very.
They're too fresh.
So, actually, I really want to find that video.
This one.
Honestly,
The Oof?
yeah. I just need to hear it, man.
Okay, well, while Alex trying to
So,
find that
yeah.
video, I'm gonna bring another topic: roommate qualms.
Oh.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, roommates. Don't you love them? Don't you just love your roommates?
Gotta love them. Mm-hmm. See, I actually do.
You do?
I've only had one roommate so far. And it's been my best friend, Celia, who may be listening to this. What's up? But the only roommate I've ever had is my best friend. And it's kind of scary because you can be best friends with someone, but what if you move in together and then suddenly they have habits and then you're like, wow, I'm just getting really annoyed. But thankfully, it's been pretty good for us. The only thing I will say is we've had some pretty iffy neighbors.
Yeah.
It's just the neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
But what about you? Like, roommates?
I mean, sort of similar, like you said. I moved in with my buddy recently, who might be listening to this. If you are, I don't really care. But I think it's just like it's hard to. Then we moved in with somebody else, like this person we know. I'm gonna try and keep this as confidential as possible. But we moved with somebody else, and I think just I'm not even gonna talk about our situation, but I'm just gonna say like roommates in general is just like it's just very tough to, you know, live with somebody you thought you knew, or and it's
Because
like
you don't know until you actually
you
do
don't
it.
know, yeah.
And then what? You still have a contract, like
the
a
lease,
lease,
yep, mm-hmm.
that you sign before you even get to start living with them.
Right. And it's like, good lord, like I think it's, I don't know. I was just about to say something, but I forgot. But I had a brain fart, mind blind. Freak. I was about to say. Oh my. I'm tripping, people. I'm tripping.
I mean, we could have, like, Celia, my roommate, and I, we could have been in a similar situation because we're moving into a house and we needed a third roommate, and we're having trouble finding one. But the thing is, we could find someone that we don't know, but like just thinking about sharing a space with someone I have no idea who this person
It's,
is,
like,
it
crazy.
weirds me out.
Right.
Like, I can't do that because since we're best friends, we do a lot of the same. We have the same friends, like most of them, and when we do parties, we all love hanging out, and all of that's all cool and fun. But with a person you don't know, they're gonna have a group of friends that you don't know, and what if you're not, like, cool with them, and they're gonna want to have parties and have them over, and it's
a big mess.
It's a huge mess.
And that's what I finally remember. That's what communication comes in. I feel like it's very hard to communicate with roommates.
Surprisingly, it can be.
just because like you're commenting on how they live, like
Yeah, and
you're wrong
you don't
because you
want to
live
step
this
on
way.
anybody.
And you don't want to, yeah.
And it's like, it has to be said, but how do you say it?
Right, like, do you... Because there's been times where I'm just like, oh my God. But there's been times like I know what I'm doing is probably ridiculous, you know? And it's like, communication is just, it's key, but it's like, it's tough.
I feel like it's key for...
Everything.
It's said a lot, but it's so true. For pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
No.
Still looking for it?
Yeah, this is annoying. I may not find it, but...
That's from a while ago.
It was. I have no idea where it is.
Early last year.
Well, you said you sent it to her? Just go to y'all's like message thread details.
The earliest one that I have...
That's true, but...
The earliest
I don't know,
one
my
have,
phone's been really bad at, like, loading.
Like, the earliest one I have
Like,
is
way back.
You sent me a video of a concert that you went to. A show. I think it was here in town. I forget.
Ballyhoo.
Didn't you go to a crazy one where they had a saxophone and...
I went to that one.
You went to that one too?
Yeah.
Moon Hooch.
That was...
I remember that one, of course.
That was... Wow. It was a little bit overwhelming for me.
Overwhelming?
Yeah.
Like, what about it?
Just... There's a lot. I've never been exposed to that type of style. Like,
I'm assuming it was heavily instrumental.
yeah, no, I mean, just like a clashing of two different styles. Like you had instrumental, and then you had like you have these sort of classical type of music or instruments, and then you have like just all out just madness and like dubstep and electronic and yeah, right?
I feel like with that kind of music, you need time to first process
yeah,
it.
because yeah,
And then you can decide if you like it or not.
Because I was like sort of confused the whole time. I was just like, there's people dancing and there's people just like, yeah, and I'm like, what should I do, man? I'll just stand here.
Oh, I found it.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Let's get a instant replay. Oh yeah, I'm saving that to my favorites right now.
That was intense.
I know. That was me at the concert. Just in the corner. just repeat. All right. But no, that concert was, ooh. And then they were like, there's a lot of memories, you know, because it was like a group of us. And we just have this one prominent memory that we... should we even bring it up? Or, oh my God.
Aftermath. Yeah, there was this woman there that, I mean, she basically, you know the Wendy's girl? Like
the Wendy's mascot?
Oh my God.
She was just like...
It was crazy.
Should we even say what she was doing?
Go for it.
She was just trying to like grind on any person in the vicinity.
At an instrumental
Yeah,
concert.
just like, so imagine this like, no offense, but like just crazy music, and then she's just like, yeah.
I can picture it.
Yeah.
It's kind of laughable when that kind of stuff happens in like the wrong setting.
Exactly.
And it's like, what? I don't think this calls for that
At all.
at all.
And
I don't know,
that's
that
why,
music
like,
was pretty raunchy, if I may say.
It was definitely raunchy, but it doesn't mean the people have to say it.
Yeah, they were trying to get in tune with it, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Alec? Any
What?
bad roommate stuff?
Oh, yes.
Let's hear it.
Many of them. Yeah,
Alec has told me some crazy stories about roommates. Like,
How many roommates have you
good
had?
God.
when I first came here, I had 3. So it was a 4 by 4.5. And the one who lived downstairs, he was cool. He kept to himself. But I had luckily I had the room that had like the balcony on the second floor, so that was nice. I was sort of, away from everything, or I could get away easily.
Real quick, how did y'all go about like picking that, or they just assigned you to those rooms? Like, how did
So I picked up someone's lease in spring,
and it
so it was a school year lease, yeah, and that was the person's room.
Okay.
So I went in just trying to get the room. Like, I needed a place, so I was more or less desperate, and that was like the first good thing that came up. So I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, so then there was the kid that was in the room next to me. Who was essentially a 12-year-old boy.
In
It was
what
just
way?
like kid.
Yeah. He was a freshman, he had just started FSU, and yeah, he was just out of control. Like, he would have parties there, and it was just a typical, like, irresponsible, messy person, so, like, dishes all the time. He would take the trash out of the trash can, put a new bag in, but leave the trash right there inside.
What the frick are you doing,
Yeah,
bro?
like,
I'm going to destroy
I get
you.
that
What are
in
you
that
doing?
neighborhood you had to walk it all. We were in the very back, and you had to walk a good distance to the front to get to the dumpster, but you could just
So, like,
put it in your trunk.
Yeah, like if you're about
Till
to
you
leave,
get up
just
there.
put it in there and
Right.
drop it off.
Right. So he never did that, and he at one point, like, the height of everything was him ending up. So he would like smoke in the house, and obviously would stink everything up. Which
And you guys,
I
did you guys
just-
let him know that you guys weren't cool with that?
Oh yeah.
Wow. So he's just
Yeah.
straight up rude.
Yeah, I mean, he accepted it and then was like, yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. This is one of those people. And, and so I wrote emails to the front office saying, like, hey, there's all this crap is happening. And they eventually said that they're going to move him out. Like, they sent him basically an eviction notice.
Wow.
And the only thing that I hated about it was that, like, his mom actually was really nice.
Oh.
So, like, when she came, like, she apologized. He had, at some point, used one of my mugs, and it was never to be seen again. So that was disappointing, because it was, like, you can't get another one of those.
Right.
So,
Also, it's
yeah.
like
It's only a mug, but, like,
it's
come
still
on.
your stuff.
Right.
I would rage if someone took my mug, even though I have like 10.
Yeah.
I would rage.
Oh yeah.
One of my mugs has a sweater on it.
See, like
They're
the
precious.
priceless.
They're priceless
Yeah,
memories.
yeah.
So, I get that.
But, yeah, so he got that notice, and then all the meanwhile, like, one day, I'm just in my room, I don't know, playing video games or something, and I just hear this shouting. I was like, what the I could barely hear it, so I'd shut it, I'd pause it, and I go out my door, and I just hear, like, if there's anyone else in the house, like, come down with your hands up. I was like, what? I was like, hold up. And I peek over the staircase, and the stairs go, like, right down to the door. And at the door, I just see peeking in a cop with a gun, like, pointed up the stairs. And so I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like, is that necessary? Like, it was the gun, not the taser. I was like, alrighty then.
Like, I'm only playing GTA 5.
Yeah, this is the
not
school's
doing
police
it.
officer, by the way. But
Oh wow.
Yeah.
He's
it was a school
was
police.
all the
on
way at that
campus?
one place.
Yeah.
Is
This
that
was
even
off campus?
Can you even do that?
It's because of the hotline. So he had
I was
called
about to say, what
the
the
suicide
frick?
hotline,
Oh.
said that he had a firearm, which I know he didn't. So that's why he had the gun out. I was like, yeah, still though. Like, if he comes around the corner of those stairs and has a gun out, like, you're going to be able to at least get out of the way
Yeah.
by then. And he's not going to be shooting at you. So, yeah, so there was that. I was like, what if he's pointing at himself? Are you going to take him out? I mean,
What's gonna happen?
what's the point?
What's
of
the
that?
game plan?
Yeah, where's the rubber ball shotgun or something? Like, non-lethals. Anyways. Yeah, so that happened, and when he came to move all of his stuff out. So he got evicted, right? His mom was nice enough that I was like, all right, fine. He can stay until the end of the semester. I won't do it to him. And then that was obviously a terrible choice. Yeah, and his mom had given me her personal number, so I could now just reach out to her and basically be a rat. But at this point, I was like, listen, if it's going to make my life easier, I don't give a shit. I'll be that guy. But,
I mean, if he clearly didn't give a shit.
Yeah,
so.
he didn't. And so let him stay. And when he came to move all of his stuff out, this was the weekend before finals week. Mm-hmm. And he came with like 6 friends. Yeah, and they moved out the last day of the weekend, but the other 2 nights they partied. There were beer cans all over the downstairs. They were like trash. There were 2 bags by the end of the day. There was just a pile of weed on the table and a pile of cocaine. I shit you not.
Are you serious?
I wish I was lying. Yeah. So
see, when it gets to that level, because it's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, we gotta fight.
But
we have to fight.
When you bring crack into
we have to fight.
There's gonna be a problem.
Yeah.
So
and just leaving it out, like I don't even care if you're doing it. Just put it away.
Yeah.
Like, don't leave it out for the taking. I mean, honestly, how do they know? Anyone else in the house could be like, what's this? Maybe I'm going to try it today.
Yeah.
Like, yes, that's wrong.
That's wrong.
His little sniffs.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that, though.
Yeah. And that was only one of them. Oh. So then there was the 4th roommate.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, so
these were both the same house?
Oh, yeah. So after that had sizzled down, then apparently this came to crop up. So it started with as stupid as it sounds. I noticed that my peanut butter was being stolen. Like you know how when you use peanut butter, you probably don't like dig down the center and take it, like leave a crater.
You just like go around.
Like someone was fucking it. But which is the joke that we made. But that's legit what it looked like. So yeah, picture that. And it's a good thing I didn't eat it. But
the nut butter.
Jizz butter. Extra calcified.
Oh,
anyways.
Delicious creamy nut butter.
Extra nutty.
It's that GP butter. My peanut butter tastes like dick. Try it. Holistic. New product. We gotta get back to that.
We do. We do.
The nut that tastes like nut.
Oh, wow. So it started with that, like
eating a peanut. God.
Kamari was joke of the night for that one.
That
I'm sorry. Proceed.
Wow. So
peanut butter.
Yeah, so just so large crater in it. I'm like, yeah, that's not how I scoop it out, so someone is stealing it. And so the kid who was the issue was gone at the time. They were still trying to find someone new. And roommate downstairs, if it was him, that would have taken the hardest investigating skills of anyone known to man.
He was quiet.
Yeah. But you've met him, actually.
Yeah, he's at our school.
Yeah. So
he's cool. He's a cool guy. Nice.
Yeah, very, very humble person, kept to himself. But that's the kind of roommate you want, honestly, or at least someone that like will talk if you talk.
I was about to say.
Yeah, not too humble and keep to themselves. But not like
Not to the point where they're probably
not
doing some sketchy shit.
Not
a
you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I was about to say it, and I was like,
oh, did I say it?
No.
Oh, what are you about? Never mind.
No, not like.
What?
Anyways, it's something that you encountered, but just going up, and it's just.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
I hate you. I hate you. Anyway.
You just had to go and be like, wow.
All right.
So that happened. And then on top of that, the issue that started to become more prominent was an odor coming from his room specifically. And you could imagine what it smelled like. Just like BO, as if someone hasn't showered, and peanut butter, hint of peanut butter, dick butter.
Ugh. I'm just imagining someone coming to the kitchen in the depths of the night to steal your nut butter.
He did, man. One of them took the jar, just took the whole thing, like it was gone. Yeah, you got ruthless. I'll give him a hand for that, mini hand, because that's crazy.
You need to give him a
super
hand.
psychopathic.
Throw hands at him. That's what
basically. But
you know what? Positivity.
Yeah,
or staying positive. Yes. You stayed positive throughout all of that, didn't you?
Yes.
I feel like you
did great in school and
just did the classic Alex sigh and you'd move on.
I wish.
Oh no.
So so that smell started to come out, and at one point I had gotten a glimpse inside his room, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, it looks like he may be a hoarder," because it was just boxes. Like, I mean, there was no more space to be filled. Really, there was still some open floor space. I don't know.
Both.
I definitely saw some old food, like chicken wing bones, stuff just on a plate. It's like, that's so easy to throw away. But, eventually I had to write a notice to the office about that, just saying, disgusting. There's a smell, and, no matter how much we deodorize the hallway, it's not going to change that.
You have to deodorize that room.
Yes. So, and then here's another real awkward thing that happened when I was there.
I remember you told me this one.
Yeah.
I already know where you're going.
So he had somehow a girl over in the mud and the muck. And I was downstairs. I guess I wasn't very loud because he was gone. Girl just comes downstairs, walks around the corner, and sees me in the kitchen. She was butt-ass naked. But it was so funny because she did the perfect reaction. She paused and then turned around. She was like, "Oh God!"
What else?
I can't even imagine. Yeah.
You can't stand there and apologize because you're just standing there naked still.
Yeah. So.
It's like, yeah, you want some?
Just hear
some nut butter while you're down here?
Steps. Yeah, basically. She's probably getting served it up there. Anyway.
Both.
Oh my.
Oh shit. Yeah, so
both guys.
Yeah, that was
I don't get that.
1,000% wild.
Like you go and you look at a room like that.
You don't go downstairs in a 4-person townhome naked. Unless you're 1,000% sure that there's no one else home.
Even then.
And I wasn't even being that quiet. I guess it just must have been the moment after the door was open that she came down. I was just not making a lot of... I was probably making a sandwich or something. So I guess maybe I was putting the shit on the bread at that point, which is not a loud process. Unless I was like slapping it on.
Up in your sandwich.
Yeah, just I was upset at something earlier. Taking it out on my sandwich. But yeah, so that was crazy. And
it kind of makes sense if she could walk in and look at a room like that and be like, yeah, okay, this is fine.
True, that thought process may be that low, yeah. that is very true.
She didn't have that inner voice in her head that's like, don't go.
She was mind blind in that moment.
She just had nothing. It was just absent.
Nothing going on.
Inside and out, nothing.
That reminds me of something that you said. I'm not gonna be really specific, but I remember you were telling me about someone, this person was attractive and cool, but then they started talking.
Oh, yeah, he's told me the same thing.
Yeah, I did tell you the same story. Yeah, at work. It is unfortunate when that happens.
Very.
It just, you can tell that I don't know, maybe I judge people too quick, but
Yeah, come on, man.
You can... I don't even know if it's a vibe check. It's just, there's something that when the first things that come out of a person's mouth are just so shallow...
It's
and
it doesn't make any sense to what's going on.
Has it been mostly
my motivation
a first
goes
meeting,
away.
Like a first impression kind of thing? Because Because there is that, like, everyone's worried about their first impression, and sometimes you get so worried about it that you kind of talk like a person that you really aren't. You know what I'm saying?
That is possible, but I feel like what's more likely is that you just come across nervous. Like
More
you can't
than-
really put your words together as opposed to just saying
Being
something
authentic.
outright
Right.
and it being like
Mindless or
ugh.
like that shallow.
Yeah. So yeah. It was too bad. But she doesn't work there anymore, so
So that's
it's fine.
problem solved.
Don't have to think about it.
Well,
But yeah. Dang. Let's see where we're at.
yeah.
Oh, it's gone.
Chill out. Chill out. Nah, you can't
That
do
actually is hilarious because you can't see anything, but
Don't worry. It's alright.
let's see if that was. Yeah, I mean, we're probably at about. We're definitely over an hour. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I don't know where we're at. It didn't matter. Maybe another long one, just like the Hector episode, but that was good. It's all been good conversation,
Right.
even after the fuck up on technology's part.
Tied into what we were talking about, though.
Oh
Even
yeah,
though they didn't hear it.
do we want to hit it?
Let's do it. So, before our conversation got deleted by
Technology.
something, yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, on the holistic medicine route.
Yeah, we brought up pretty
gonna
much
go through it
like
again.
chemicals versus like natural remedies
remedies
and stuff, yeah.
And that brought on the topic of a holistic website by Gwyneth Paltrow called Goop.
Yeah. And if you click on the wellness tab of her front page, it's just her, much like that girl that came downstairs. She has nothing on. So, yeah, go check it out if you're interested. And, but yeah, so she, if you want to explain
Yeah.
what the intrigue.
So, the only reason I know about this is because she came out with, I guess you could call it, a semi-controversial product. Basically, it's just a candle. It's a $75 candle that the name of it is This Smells Like My Vagina is the name of the candle, and it sold out as soon as she came out with it.
It's still sold out.
It's still sold out?
Yeah, I guess they're not going to restock it. I guess they only had so much scent to put in. that guy only spent so long.
Mr. Little?
Yeah, Mr. Little.
Oh man, Alec had this great
I'm about to do it
narration.
again.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go through it. We're gonna try and recreate it. Yeah, so it is a bougie parfumé. But so there's about the brand paragraph, and let's go through and analyze.
Her vagina.
So,
Let's begin. Let's
yes,
dive
let's.
in.
Let's dive in. Yeah. Yeah. That's the perfect way
So
you put
diving right in, perfumer Douglas Little
How ironic.
began his, in parentheses, brilliant career. I don't know why it's like that, but it may be related to his last name. Career in the world of high-end conventional fragrances. So his name is unfortunate. His career may or may not have been brilliant, and so that's an oxymoron at the end. High-end, but conventional.
It's like a fancy way of saying like fancy poor.
Yeah.
Bougie.
Yes.
Wow, great. Okay, so we've confirmed that part.
But didn't they say something like about bougie? Oh yeah. Okay.
does,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
His work evolved to focus on pure natural essences, reflecting the origins of perfumery in alchemy, medicine, and spirituality.
Right.
Little co-creates Goop fragrances with GP, Gwyneth Paltrow. The two share a passion for scent.
Which there we thought. You was gonna
Yep,
say
and we're
something
about to
else.
find out what happens. Yep. We sit on the floor and geek out on fragrance, says GP. It's an amazing process. He's just so talented. Right, that's what they do.
Yeah. Right.
Goop O2 I almost skipped over that before. Something other product won Into the Gloss Top 25 award. I'm guessing that's like probably a lipstick or a nail polish. In his own line, Heretic, Little explores the magic that pure fragrances have on the senses. In quote, "For me, nature is wild, provocative, sensual, spiritual, and serene," says Little.
And Goop.
"I love natural perfume materials because of their wonderfully raw aspects. I want to smell traces of the plant's origin, elements of the soil, bits of the leaves and stems. The resulting fragrances are unique, rare, and utterly extraordinary."
So that's where we're at.
Wow.
And reading the description doesn't even help. You still don't know.
Yeah, let's...
Like, try and listen to this and then try and think about what that smell would be. You just don't know.
Yeah, I'll try and get through it with no words mispronounced this time. But there is one, I don't know. I'm going to do it in the most fancy way possible. With a funny, gorgeous, sexy, and beautifully unexpected scent, this candle is made with geranium, citrusy bergamot, and cedar absolutes juxtaposed with damask rose and umbrette seed to put us in mind of fantasy, seduction, and a sophisticated warmth.
It sounded like...
I just want to eat it up.
Like a dish, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like you're at a fancy
People are going to get this
restaurant.
candle and be like,
It's like you paid $75 for it.
Like-
Why not? You can do whatever you want with your candle.
God, it smells so good.
Take a little lick.
And it's only a one.
I bet you there's someone that
Continental.
It really does smell like that.
Oh,
Wow.
You know Little's been doing it.
Pouch.
God.
Her vagina. Made of goop.
Oh man. Yeah, I just want to know what so G, if she's got the GP in the name. Also, they use the Google G like font, which I'm not okay with. Google shouldn't be either. They should look into that.
Like, yeah, nope.
Oh, they have a podcast.
Yes. What do they talk about?
I don't know.
Oh no.
Now we know.
We'll have to look in that, but just know that if you visit this website, just Google Goop, and yeah, at the top of the page it says they have a podcast.
Good guy.
Just browse around, take a look. Go on a journey.
Yep. So
That was just part of what we touched upon with like our whole holistic versus, I guess, Western medicine type of talk.
Mm-hmm.
We went really deep on that, but it did end up with Goop.
It did?
yeah, and
Yeah. At this point.
let us know in the emails what you think about all this stuff for sure. It's hypersanedy@gmail.com.
At goop.com.
/Goop.
Right.
Yeah, subject to Goop is when you write it. So,
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. Anyone got anything else? I think it's still been a successful
it has.
little chat.
It's
We still had
still,
some
like,
good moments.
Despite the difficulties.
The difficulties.
We did lose a whole half hour, but
You hate to see it. You
Yeah.
really do.
But think about it. Now that's a moment we can hold in our hearts forever.
true.
And
We
it hurt
did
to say
experience
something
it.
like that.
Sorry to you, the listeners, but
It was good.
yeah, it was good. Trust us.
At least we got, what, dick butter? We got that.
We got that. We got some new jokes.
Positive.
We did that.
We got some new. Yeah. Who's to say that would
New
ever
content.
happen? You know. Yeah. So
Without these failures, there were some successes.
exactly. See, positivity.
Mm-hmm.
Positivity. You love to see it. Wow. Wow. You love it. But
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for
thanks for
coming.
yeah.
Maybe again.
It was pretty fun to sit down and talk.
Right. Isn't it though?
Yeah, you can just
You
talk
don't even
about
realize
whatever.
how much time goes by.
Right.
We
Because
don't.
we're just chilling. You know.
Yeah.
So it's definitely lit. I gotta say my one cringe thing. per
Yep,
episode.
that was
it?
was great.
Okay, yeah.
Wonderful.
Perfect.
So, yeah, I have a cringe Mari little section, and lit is fire.
Oh, I
Let's
felt
some more.
that.
Yeah, so we're cringing it up in 2020. Or 0202. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Has been good, and catch everyone.
I'm sorry.
You had to.
Cringe number 2. Yeah, it's been goop, everyone. We'll catch y'all later.
Stay hyper goop. Oh, okay, yeah, just end it, please. Please.
Yep, you heard it. Stay hyper goop. We'll catch everyone next week for volume 16. Peace.